National Football League. Brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Daniels starts with a pass. That one is brought in by Terry McLaurin. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A pass complete to Noah Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll motion over Samuel. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. Wilson going to throw right away. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. From the gun, it's Wilson. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. He was looking for Austin Eckler out of the backfield. It's 2nd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Holton Adebo, the good coverage, gets his hand in there to knock it away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. They'll motion over Samuel. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. He's got it at about the 8. And he will get into the end zone. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Eric Gray to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll run with Tracy. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, New York.
On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On 2nd down, Russ. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, New York.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand, let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to keep it himself. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Right back to Brown. He's got it again.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And this is going to set him up with 1st and goal. Mark him out of bounds at the 4.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. That one, take it in. Harry McClurry. Touchdown, Commanders.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Time coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And they're just gonna run it here up the middle, and they'll be set up now, up past the 40 with that one. The Giants offense gonna get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Wilson. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 12. First down, Giants.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man, that's Slayton. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on top. Now Russ. Open man is Robinson.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly, and even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. In motion, it's Robinson. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because we know we need to finish this off with...
To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking to Samuel on the out route.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his 1st read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He's going to tuck it and go.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. They get 16 on that connection. 1st down, Washington.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
We'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he is putting in the work, dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And it's going to be a Commanders 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
The tight end, Ertz, in motion. Another run here for Robinson. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Two runs going in the wrong direction, and now it is 3rd and 15. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Samuel. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. They run over center with Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Commanders are winners as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.